I'm here with Dr. Daphney Civil-Acosta. She has been nominated Teacher of the Year by her colleagues at the Joseph H. Bressinger Public School 17. Congratulations on this phenomenal accomplishment.
Thank you, Dr. Fernandez.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you teach? What do you do? And how you have been accomplishing your job.
I've been teaching at PS 17 for about 12 years. I've been teaching grades pre-K through 7th grade, this year. And the students that I've been working with, I've had them since pre-K, so they're like my babies. But they're not babies anymore right now.
No.
They're in middle school. I love what I do at PS 17. I wear multiple hats at PS 17. I teach, of course, and then also I'm the multicultural chair. I'm on the multicultural chair committee, and we put on several activities based on the community that we serve. We're a very diverse community, and I love what we do. We put on shows, assemblies. We have a lot of the community coming in to visit. We hold a lot of read-ins, and also I'm involved with our hydroponic garden that we have in our school. So right now we're growing radishes, lettuce, and I get to be involved in all of those with all different students throughout the community, throughout the school, in different grade levels. So I love what I do, and I'm having a good time so far.
So did you always want to be a teacher?
My mother told me I always wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't know this until many years later, that I used to play school at home with my little teddy bears. So I guess initially, intuitively, I've always wanted to be a teacher. That was not my first choice of a career path. But then when I found my path, I said, yes, this is what I wanted to do all along. And I enjoyed doing it. I embraced it and just keep going. It's something that I love to do.
So this is your second career?
This is my second career.
So what were you doing first?
I was working in banking, was my first career, working in banking. And then how I got involved with my son's school. I was on the PTA, and then I love being available, accessible, enjoying working with the staff and the students at the school. And then that was what made me change my career goals.
So was there a teacher along the way that influenced you and made you say, I want to be that?
Well, growing up, I have to say, and this is why I love being the chair of the Multicultural Committee, is that I did not have a lot of teachers that looked like me or members of my family. So that was something that I was always looking for and seeking. So when the opportunity became available to me in order for me to be in this role from the students that now I serve is something that I hold dear to me. And I said, okay, well, this is what I was always been looking for, so I'm going to give that to my students right now. They need someone like me that can relate to them, that looks like them, that understands their cultural background and understands where they're coming from in order to provide that experience for them throughout the day. So initially, growing up, I did not see any teachers that represented my culture or my ethnical backgrounds. And so that is what's making me now want to do that for my students.
So is there something that you do with your students that you feel really makes a difference in the outcomes?
Just to understand how they learn, understand culturally what's going on at home or in the community, and also understanding, how can I support their learning path? Because every student has a different learning path. I know growing up, I learned differently. And also the students that I have, some of them do learn differently. So it's always to meet them where they're at and see how I can push them along the way. And also understand what's going on as far as home backgrounds going on or at school, and try to eliminate that stressor that's going on throughout the day, and then also support them with their academics.
You find trends within your students of what they need?
Some of them, I do find some trends, and then that's where I will tackle, and that's where I will support them with what they need. And then also there are some that are just, of course, flourishing. So, of course, with them, it's just how to support them to bring them up. They're there, so we all learn in a different developmental plan. So, and how do I support their growth? Because every child is different, and just push them along the way.
What do you wish you had known when you started teaching that you know today with years of experience?
What I wish that I would have known before I started, or when I did start this career, is how am I accessible? How can I be accessible? I mean, it's not just one way of teaching. There's multiple different ways of teaching. So how can I be creative in what I'm doing? And also how can I keep the students entertained and engaged in what they're learning as well? And then that can spark an interest in them, and then it'll help them flourish.
That's excellent. What would you say to someone who's thinking maybe I want to become a teacher or maybe not? How would you convince them that it's a great career?
I would convince them is that that is a great career. Is how can you make a change in a person, or how can you make a change in this world? What is that niche that you have that you want to bring out and share? Teaching is diverse, right? So there's a lot of areas of where you can teach. So art, science, math, English, dance. So if there's something in you that you are dear and passionate about and that you're great at, how can you bring that to the forefront for students that want to also do the same or want to learn? And I would take it from there.
That's great. And to the community, what message would you like the community to know in terms of how to help our young people be successful in life?
I would make a message to the community is that, teachers are here to support not only just the child, but the family, the community. How can we be an assistance, and how can we help support you with your children and their academics, and just the world? Come to us, come speak with us, let us know what's going on and that what your needs are, and we'll be there to support you every step of the way.
Daphney, thank you. It's obvious you love what you do. It's your passion.
Yes.
And we're very lucky to have you and for the community to get to know you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.